This is a book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 18. Israel will be joined with Judah, and together they will come from exile in the country in the north and will return to the land that I gave your ancestors as a permanent possession. I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. When that time comes, Yahushua will deliver his elect. Okay, it's only a few people that make it out with their life, like we discussed on multiple occasions. It's not going to be much people. Your job is to run the race like you are going to make it. Okay, let's get it. The book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. If the Lord Yahweh Almighty had not left us some people to survive, Jerusalem would have become totally destroyed, just as Sodom and Gomorrah were. Okay, so that's dealing with this thermonuclear destruction. Okay, that's coming to this place. Okay, Yahweh is going to destroy this place. Okay. Yeah, and you don't want to get caught up in the destruction when this thing goes down. Okay, you want to be the one to make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay, like we discussed before, why die? Okay, why get put to death violently if you could make it out with your life and if there's a chance? Okay, but first you got to get this doctrine. Okay, that's first what you have to do. Okay, one moment. Friend, how did you make it out with a wedding garment? The book of Matthew, chapter 22. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22. The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 11. The king went and looked at the guests and saw a man who was not, was not wearing a wedding clothes. Friend, how did you get here? The king asked, but the man said nothing. Then the king told his servants, tie him up hand and foot and throw him outside in the dark. There will be gashing of teeth. And Yahushua concluded, many are invited, but few are chosen. Okay. It's only going to be a tiny bit of people to make it out with their life when this thing goes down. That's what this is about, okay? You got to run the race like you are, okay? You got to run the race like you are chosen. That's what this is about. Okay, one moment. First Corinthians 9, verse 24. Let's turn to it. Let's see what First Corinthians 9:24 got to say about it. First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Surely you know that many runners are take part in the race, but only one of them wins the prize. Run then in such a way as to win the prize. Every athlete in training submits to strict discipline in order to be crowned with a wealth and will not last, but we do not do it for one who will last forever. That is why I straight forth this is why I run straight for the finish line. That is why I am like a boxer who does not waste his punches. I harden my body with blows and bring it under complete control to keep myself from being disqualified after I have been called others to the contest. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, and Yahweh Shai have seen our affliction. The book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 11. So the Egyptians put slave drivers over them to crush their spirits, to crush their spirits, to, to harden and put with hard labor the Israelites build the cities of Pradon and Ramesses to serve supplies sinners for the king. And they want to so-called genocide so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, that's what their plan is. The book of Exodus chapter 1 verse 22. Finally the king issued a command to all his people: take every newborn Hebrew boy and throw him into the Nile, but let the girls live. Okay, they want to destroy so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. That's that's the plan. I was like an ox prepared to the slaughter, book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 19. The book of Jeremiah chapter, let's start at verse 18. 11 verse 18. Yahweh affirmed me the plots of my enemies were making against me. I was like a trusting lamb taken out to be killed, and I did not know what was against me, and they were planning evil things. They were saying, "Let us chop down the tree while it is still healthy. Let us kill him so that no one will remember him anymore." Okay. They want to genocide Israel. Okay. That's what this is about. Okay. They want to genocide Israel. Okay. That's why we have to keep calling on the names Yahweh, Yahushai. Okay. That's what this is about. The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 23. Years later, the king of Egypt died, but the Israelites were still groaning under their slavery and cried out for help. They cry went up to Power, who heard their groanings and remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He saw the slavery of the Israelite and was concerned for them. The book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 9. Let's start at verse 7. Then the Then Yahweh said, I have seen the cruelty of my people and are being treated in Egypt. I have heard their cries to rescue them from their slave drivers. I know all about their suffering. So Yahweh Shai knows about our suffering, okay? And our taskmasters here in this Egypt, okay? That's why we're going to be delivered. Okay, one moment. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. Yahweh says, the time is coming when the people will no longer swear by me as the living power who brought the people of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Instead, they will swear by me and is the living power who brought the people of Israel out of the land of the north and out of all the countries where they have scattered them. I will bring them back to their own country, to their land that I have given their ancestors, and I, Yahweh, have spoken. Okay, so it is a time coming where Yahweh is going to deliver his people, okay? Yahweh Shai haven't forgot about us, okay? Our job is to once again keep calling on the names of Yahweh Yahushai so we can make it out with your life. With your life. Hopefully you was edified. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. Shalom.